Hi, welcome to Reawakening Beauty. I'm your host, Shawna Patruno. I'm so excited to have you here. I love talking about all things skin related, beauty related, and mind related. Here I empower you, mind, body, skin, and soul. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Reawakening Beauty. I'm here with Bozena Zag, a beautiful model and an entrepreneurial spirit. And Bozena, could you introduce yourself for our audience today?
Thank you, Shauna, for having me. My name is Bozena Zag. I live in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. I'm 48 years old and I have three beautiful children. I started my modeling career at a later age. I decided to have children first, and just the way life worked out. And now I'm launching my first course, so I'm excited. Life-changing.
So, for everyone who's listening, you started modeling at older age considerably. How did you kind of start doing that? Take me through that process.
I had a friend that said, "You want to start doing modeling?" But I never really had the confidence to do it. And then I started to do photo shoots, and then I started to do my homework and networking on how to get a portfolio. It took me a long time, but that's how I really started slowly. And then I started traveling to all the places
Yeah.
that I was shooting with.
That's amazing. You've done some pretty cool stuff, right?
I did, yes. I shot with Maxim New Zealand and Maxim Australia, and I worked with the producers and photographers for Maxim, which I've always loved. They're huge. They're like my idols for Maxim, and they're amazing. So yeah, I was able to travel with them for the destination for Maxim New Zealand.
That's incredible. What would you say to someone who's wanting to get into modeling, who has gone through a major heartbreak or a health problem, and they're just unsure of where the future is taking them? What would you say to that person today?
Get really clear on yourself, sit with yourself to see if you're not sure what you really want to do in your career, what the passion is, see your vision. Number one is to work on yourself, invest in yourself within, because that's how you'll get everything after coming together, all the opportunities. It's because I started working myself within.
How do you stay confident when there's lots of negative people around you? What was your routine for that to keep you confident and grounded?
Ignore everybody. You you have to learn, for yourself, for your own healthy self, ignore everybody because everyone's going to have their own opinion, and it's just an opinion, and it really doesn't matter. I started meditating. I started meditating and doing a lot of positive affirmations. I started journaling and scripting,
Okay.
and that's a huge investment.
And what helped you stay happy? Like when you went through some harder stuff, what helps you be happy and confident now? Because you've changed so much as a person.
When you do positive affirmations and you're actually saying them consistently, it's a practice. You're rewiring your brain. You just get happy instantly. You do. And you gotta almost force yourself to do that. So practicing anything, positive affirmations really, really helped me.
That's amazing. And I know you've gotten a lot of things that you wanted, like your beautiful children and the Maxim cover. What helped you get all of those things?
I never gave up. I just kept going. I mean, I failed lots. I got a lot of no's, and I just never gave up. I just kept pushing and pitching and just going after doing my research and investing in the right people, finding mentors, that all helped me.
That's amazing. And how did you do this coming from a small town, being like a model and an entrepreneur?
Well, I had no choice. I live here and I would never leave my children. So I mean, you have a choice on what you want, but this vision, this passion that I've always wanted, right? Fashion model and
Mhm.
being my own CEO. So and my children are my life, to spending family time with them even as they're getting older. And
Yeah.
this passion careers was as well. So I did whatever I could to multitask and doing both, and I'm still doing it. And it's great. Anybody can do it.
Is there something else that you wanted to share that you think would help our audience who's maybe listening and struggling with their confidence or the limiting beliefs? What would you say to that person?
Invest in yourself and believe, as in believing in yourself. Believe in yourself. Listen to some positive affirmations. Listen to some amazing mentors that are huge manifestors, because that is the only way you'll get your confidence. You'll start rewiring your brain. You'll start feeling worthy of yourself. When you start speaking those positive affirmations, you know you're worth it for you. When you start loving you, that's when everything is good. You're happy, and that's when you get more opportunities. That's how you get your confidence.
No, I definitely agree. And I'm sure there's a listener who's wondering because you're beautiful. What is your beauty routine? I have to ask because it is Reawakening Beauty. What's your beauty routine?
You know, I drink a lot of coconut water. I know I say this all the time because I really do, and it really does, it has amazing electrolytes and always helps my skin. And lots of water. I eat clean. I have a lot of green shakes. I put lots of greens in there, matchas. I try to eat clean. I go to the gym mentally. It's really good for you and physically. I like sweets too, so I try to take a break from that and eat clean. And on the outside, of course, amazing beauty skincare products, right? Like I go to spas and I'll get like a forum done on my face and like a hydra, and then the products like organic skin beauty products. And
Oh my
I
God.
tried different ones that have not too much preservatives for my face. Makes a huge difference, right? And taking care of yourself innerly first really is number one, but what you put in your food, like what kind of food you put in your body,
For sure.
what that's honestly number one, and staying calm. And if
Yes.
obviously not everybody can stay calm,
Yeah.
do the meditations. It makes a huge difference. I've noticed so many people say to me, "Oh, you look so different. Oh, your skin's so glowy." I've had that here and there. I'm much, much calmer. So when you're good in the inside, it really glows beautifully on the outside.
I agree with that. I could talk your ear off with all of those things, but definitely what you're putting in your body, it helps with your cells, it just helps with everything. What you're fueling your mind, it all comes together and it shines on the outward. Is there anything that I missed that we should kind of wrap up with before we close out today?
Just for everybody, for the viewers to look out for my launch. I'm in my pre-launch, and my launch is going to be a life-changing course. It's more than a course. It has expanded to something much, much bigger. And to look out for that on my social medias and my website. And
What is your website?
my website, just Google me, Bozena Zag, and then
Okay.
my Instagram and LinkedIn will pop up.
Thank you so much, Bujana, for sharing what's helped you and being on the show today. And thank you for everyone listening today and tuning into Reawakening Beauty, whether it's morning or night. And I hope this inspired you to go after your dreams. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for listening to the latest episode of Reawakening Beauty. Subscribe to the podcast, hear more inspirational stories and tips related to all things mind, beauty, skin, and soul. I also encourage you to check out the show notes for additional information about my guest, the topics discussed during the episode, and of course, more information about me, your host, Shawna Patruno. Thank you so much for listening and have an amazing day.